It's January 9th, but it was a great day for Michigan State football here at Livonia Churchill High School. Two future Michigan State Spartans, Davion Primm, Rayshaun Benny, for Oak Park High School, helped Oak Park win their first regional final in school history, 30-23 over Livonia Churchill. Late touchdown pass got it done for Oak Park. Thrilling game. Great to see these young men out here participating, playing football this late in the season. About 40 degrees, excellent weather. Oak Park advances to the state semifinals. Everybody's gone now. That's why I was able to take my mask off. Had a chance to speak with Davion Primm and Rayshaun Benny after the game. The big news as far as Michigan State fans go, Rayshaun Benny still planning to sign with Michigan State in February, the late signing period. Davion Primm signed with Michigan State back in December. He's eager to be a Michigan State Spartan. Interestingly, during post-game interviews a little bit, told him I covered Michigan State for Rivals.com. Had spoken with him a little bit, texting here and there, but first time face-to-face because of the situation this year. Keeping distance, of course. But they made sure to put on a pair of Michigan State receiver gloves. They each had one on in one hand and wanted to pose for a picture wearing the Michigan State gloves. Not my idea at all. They wanted to do it. They're excited. Great moment for those young men winning a regional championship here today. Davion Primm bottled up pretty well today on the ground by Livonia Churchill's defense. Churchill played really good defense. Primm had about 10 carries, 40 yards unofficially. Rayshaun Benny. Benny's playing on both sides of the field. Left tackle, defensive end, sometimes stand-up defensive end, sometimes in a three-point stance. Churchill ran away from him most of the day, but when he had a chance to take on blockers or deliver a block, he was physical, he was a force, and I tell you what, Rayshaun Benny leaving it all on the field, as did several of his teammates. Benny, a big man, playing every snap. He might have come out and missed about 6 snaps on defense. Sometimes they would give him a rest if Churchill was deep in their own territory. He'd go and sit on the bench. And late in the game, both teams expending their timeouts. Rayshaun Benny would go down to a knee every time and capture his breath. I was reminded of something Nick Saban used to say, when a big man empties the tank, it's really hard to get it replenished. In some cases, you can never replenish. That's what they say. And Rayshaun Benny battled that today. He spent all his fuel, but at the end of the game, still spilling it out there. Pass rush at the end of the game to help thwart Livonia Churchill's last gasp attempt. I want to mention also a guy by the name of Amari Harris. He's a senior at Oak Park. His recruiting is just kind of still getting started a little bit. Might be a MAC player, might be a Saginaw Valley player, maybe a Ferris State type of player. He was a leader out here today. He had the game-winning touchdown pass reception, laying out for a 41-yarder with about 40 seconds left in the game. Touchdown pass thrown by James Burnley. So I want to mention those two guys. A great job by them.
You got it!
Oak Park, 30-23, they win. Hey, Oak Park this year, if you don't already know, they started out 0-5, 0-6, something like that. They've won 5 or 6 straight to get this far. When Rayshaun Benny came back on the field to the team for the last game of the regular season, was battling to get back in shape. He was involved in a car accident in the summer as a passenger with Lyft, kind of like an Uber ride. You're familiar with Lyft. Was injured, and talking with Greg Carter today after the game, basically Rayshaun Benny elected to have surgery because they were thinking at that time that the high school football season was going to be in the spring. He said maybe they wouldn't have done surgery when they did if they'd have known it was going to be a fall season. Not really sure. But Greg Carter helping this team to a regional championship. He's had a few of those in his career. Had a couple state championships at St. Martin de Porres back in the old days. He's got this team on the march now, and it was great to be here. It was a privilege to be able to watch some high school football here today. Family were able to watch in the stands. Fans from Livonia Churchill were outside of the fence area, not allowed to be in here, but watched it from outside the fence. And a credit to all the high school players in the state of Michigan that are still involved in the state playoffs at this time. Driving down here from East Lansing, I passed the Ithaca High School team on their bus. They were heading to, I think, Brighton to play today. And for high school players across the state of Michigan, the things they've been through, the things everybody's been through, but those that are on the field, truly no losers today in the regional finals across the state of Michigan. Once again, privileged to be here, and we'll see what happens next week. What the weather does on January 16th in the state of Michigan next week, we'll have to wait and see. But in the meantime, Rayshaun, Benny, Davion Primm, they advance state semifinals. Great to be here to watch this. Jim Comparoni from Livonia, Churchill High School, Livonia, Michigan. SpartanMag.com.